All right, if I am streaming now, just give me a second. I gotta make sure I'm doing the right thing. It says I'm live on YouTube. Can I streaming? I'm going to restream. Check that out. Just restream. Let me know. Yeah, now live. Okay, let's go check it out. Yeah, so I'm streaming on everything. I'm streaming on TikTok, Magnum. Streaming on YouTube, and I'm streaming on Facebook. All right, cool. Okay, go ahead and not freak myself out with this video. That'll be fine. And I think it's gonna. Hopefully, it's not. Huh. Invalid path. That should mean. All right, I want to see how's my TikTok stream. Hell no, you're not doing that today. That's funny. I forgot I got a shelf above my head. That's fucking hilarious. Wow. There we go. And that did actually hurt. I want to know, how does my live stream look like though? It's gonna get. If I'm live, how does it look like though? All right, first of all, let me go ahead and give everybody the link to my live. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just take off the TikTok live for a second because I'm working on it, but I'm gonna test it after this one. Uh, let's go to the stream. Why doesn't it tell me I'm live? TikTok live monitor. All right, and then I'm gonna just go live on TikTok. Right, so and then we can figure that out. We can figure that out later. How did I? Hmm. Where my phone last time? The fuck out of here. Give me a second, guys. What in the world is going on? What I'm telling you, I need a new computer. That's it. It can't even open YouTube, gang. Okay, I know we're live, so we don't need that anymore. It can't open YouTube. All right, then I know that I don't need that anymore. They should free up some space. Exit, exit. Okay, though. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Test, test. All right, should be going a little bit faster now. And I'm looking for my live. I can't find my live, and I'm on live. Well, I almost had it, so that was cool enough. That should be in my email. All right, I'm live though, right? Perfect. What the fuck? Okay, I am live. I can see myself now. Share. Copy link. Perfect. Discord. And then paste. All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna go back live on TikTok. Perfect. All right, now I'm live on TikTok. Hmm. Why am I the only person that can't comment on my own TikTok? Is the question I have. I don't have a comment box. I do have a comment box. In this comment. All right, perfect. I learned something new today. Almost got the TikTok set up. I might have the TikTok. I might have already had it set up. I just couldn't see myself or see it, so I just decided to say fuck it. All right. Now let's go ahead and start get into this trade. We got about 9 minutes until markets not markets open. Markets are already open. 9 minutes until the program, the MagnOpus EA or MagnOpus Trading Program trades for me. So let's go down the morning routine. So good morning, guys. Welcome to another one of my videos, MagnOpus Trading Solutions. And in this video, we're gonna trade another day. Today, if we open Google Chrome to our FX Forex Factory calendar, which is forestacking.com/calendar. I'm gonna show you guys the news. That's the first thing that we check every morning. We go ahead and check the news. The news isn't the reason that we make any trades. We just want to time if there are going to be any news events to see when liquidity is going to be in the markets. So that's what's up. So as you can see, today is Friday, July 25th, and we don't have no high impact news events, and we don't have no bank holidays, so there's nothing to really expect. Not to say that markets won't be moving, but there won't be a catalyst for markets to be moving a certain direction. And we look at news to be able to time that move so we know when that move is going to happen. Now, it's not going to make us make any trading decision, but it's always good to know what news is coming out. And then maybe next week, I'm probably going to implement in my strategy not to trade NFP and not to trade CPI, PPI news, or figure out a different way to trade it. Because I know on my FTMO challenge, spreads are horrible. So I gotta figure out a way to avoid the spreads, either get in early or trade differently with a different stop loss to allow markets to be able to fluctuate. And the spreads are only horrible for about good 5 minutes. And after that, it's gonna be big, but it's not gonna be ridiculous like it usually is. So we got the news out the way. Next we're gonna open our charts, our MT5 terminals. All my MT5 terminals are on a virtual private server, which is means that it's on a computer on the cloud. I use forexvps.com. I believe it's owned by IC Markets. Um, it is a computer somewhere in Sydney, Australia. Since I live in Turks and Caicos, we are prone to have power outages, internet outages, so on and etc. And it's better for you to have your MT5 terminals or your MT5 or your trading platforms on well, trading terminals or what they call it, on the cloud or a virtual computer, just in case something happens to your computer, just in case something happens to your power, or something happens to your internet, especially when you're running a program like an EA or algorithm, that it doesn't affect the outcome of the EA or algorithm, or it doesn't turn it off and you miss a trade, or it turns it off mid trade and it's not going to be managed properly. So that's why I have my all my MT5 terminals on the cloud. I don't have them on my local computer, but I do not have my EA on my local computer because you don't want the EA running on two programs. I mean, two computers on accident. Um, it didn't know double trade and do all types of stupidness, and it's gonna glitch. So you don't want that. So this is gonna be my FTMO count. I have a $200,000 FTMO account. I'm trying to get up to 220,000. I'm not passing the challenge as of yet. I'm down actually. Um, $2,820. And I know the reason why I'm down. It's not it's a host of reasons. One is trading news when I'm not supposed to, when I shouldn't have been, which cost me $9,000 in one trade. Though I risk properly and I have my stop loss and TPs and everything properly. It's the simple fact that the spreads were horrible. It got me in a trade where I was supposed to get into a trade, and so on, etc. All the big losses that I had, or the unnecessary losses that I had, either came from me touching the program and editing the win rate of it, or the outcome of the trade because I didn't trust the program was working, or I turned off my computer, or I turned off the server, or I turned off my computer. It's all human made mistakes. It's not the program in itself, because if you actually look at my trades here, I have win streaks of about like 12 days, uh all types of win streaks. This is not chronological. There we go. I got long win streaks. And the only thing that would mess up my win streaks is me personally trading like here, and then holidays. So it was weird. This year we had this I mean this month we had NFP on a Thursday, then we had 4th of July on the Friday, and then CPI, PPI, and then I wasn't getting executed based off of spreads because of FTMO. It had really nothing to do with my strategy. It had something to do with spreads, human manipulation, and then me, and then technical difficulties like me turning off the server, me turning off the program. But if you go back on if I go back on TradingView, I can show you all the wins, the I wouldn't say it's supposed to be wins, but the technical wins, or whatever I would classify that. What was supposed to be a winner that ended up being a loser for me. I'm not doing these jokers. What's supposed to be a winner that ended up being a loser for me. That's what it is. But the program definitely does work. And we did take a trade yesterday, and they watched me trade. But the most important thing about it is that it's a program that trades for you. It puts you in profitable winning trades consistently. So consistently, you're gonna get into profitable winning trades without having to trade, without having to manage the trade, and without having to close the trade. All you're doing is looking at the program, managing the program in itself. So when I say managing the program, means that make sure MT5 is on, make sure the server is working properly, make sure your inputs or your risk management entry settings are on properly. That's what I mean. You're not trading, you're not opening trades, you're not managing trades, you're not closing trades. You're just managing the program itself. All right, guys, go ahead and click the like. If you don't understand what I'm saying, go ahead and click the like. Put my YouTube in the I linked the I pinned the post, but if you go to my bio and you click the link, you'll have access to it. Now let's talk a little bit more about the program itself. And I usually say this every day. So what's gonna happen is at 8 a.m. the entire program is gonna start working. So at 8 a.m. the first thing, well, everything's gonna happen instantly in a millisecond, but maybe a half a second. But what's gonna happen is it's going to update my indicator or my MagnOpus trading grid. That's my alarm, the 2 minute warning. It's gonna update my MagnOpus trading grid. It's gonna identify the 8 a.m. candle. It's gonna put a black line for the 8 a.m. candle open price. It's gonna put uh the blue line right here for the 5 pips above the 8 a.m. candle open price. Also where I put my buy stop. It's gonna put a pink line below the 8 a.m. open price. That's going to also be where my sell stop is going to be. And it's gonna automatically place those buy and sell stops with the proper lot size, the proper entries, stop loss, take profits, and it's gonna manage positions. When I get into profit, it's gonna close 75% of the position in profit. When I get into, if I get into a loss, it's just gonna hit stop loss, so it's not much. You gotta worry about that. 3 messages. Um, yeah. Yep, and it's gonna manage position. It's gonna trail my stop loss. I mean, it's gonna close partial and it's gonna trail partial my position, and it's all gonna do that automatically within milliseconds. And that's what it's gonna do. So I have all my programs or 25 terminals running, and we have about 45 seconds until it is gonna. Excuse, I have something on the stove, so please give me a second. Oh, we're gonna do it yet? All right, guys. In a few seconds, it's going to automatically trade for me, and I want to catch that with you guys. Look at my the bottom of the chart, and then boom, bam, hands free. It has placed my buy stop, my sell stop. As you can see, it updated the. Let me move my face. Sorry, guys. I need to get a new USB. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. My webcam just gives me a headache every morning. It's another headache. All right, as you can see, the yellow arrow now indicates the 8 a.m. candle open price. The black line is gonna mark it out. So 8 a.m. candle open at 1.17209. If you look to the left of the screen, we have a buy stop. If you look under the black line, we have a sell stop. We have a TP up here, which is a 2 to 1, and then I think we have the TP down there as well. I just don't think we could scrunch it there. Yeah, we got a TP down there as well, which is 2 to 1, and then all we're gonna do now is wait for markets to go ahead and either move 5 pips bullish or 5 pips bearish to put us in a buy or a sell position, and that's gonna be the position that we trade for the day. If you guys want to see my computer screen, I'm gonna just flip the camera for you because I can do that right now. All right, guys, this is my computer screen right here. My boy Regan on. Yeah, yeah. That's the computer. As you can see, we have our positions that it automatically placed. Um, We have the updated 8 a.m. candle. We have the 8 a.m. candle price. We have my buy stop, our sell stop, our stop losses, the take profit, and there's a take profit down there. I just can't scroll because I got my hands on. And that's. I should probably give me a second. This is probably a better view. I don't think everybody needs to see my face all the time. All right, this is probably a better view. Give me a second. I got so much tripods and stuff that I'm gonna fix this. All right. Welcome, Regan. What's up, Regan? Good morning. I don't know what time is it over there, Regan. What time you got over there? It's 8 a.m. over here, Eastern Standard Time. This one is not gonna work because this one Okay, I know how to do this. I don't have to put it. I'm gonna have to put it all the way in. This. Well, I drop this phone, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Mm, mm, mhm. But they can. Mm, Diary, dear diary. Y'all making $1 million. Okay, a lot better, guys. A lot better. But I won't be able to see you guys too much, right? I can see you guys, but let's get you guys closer so I can see you too. Yes. You see how this shit come in handy? I never use it. I had this part. Okay, that's a lot better. And then let me see how it look if I flip it to me. Oh, that's cool. That's all right. That's gonna work. All right, guys. My bad for flipping the camera, but as you can see, we didn't do anything. What happened was price actually moved. When it moves maybe like 2 pips away from the ADM kind of open price and it returns back to it, it also sends a notification to my phone. It's afternoon already. What pair is that? That's Euro USD is the only pair that I trade. I know everybody trading gold. Everybody making a lot of money on gold. Gold is I think gold and crypto are doing an amazing run right now. I know it's something that's happening in the financial markets that is positioning crypto in a good position and then what you gonna call it, and then people are not don't have trust in the United States dollar. People don't have trust in the United States dollar, so they are investing their money into gold. Or different things are happening, like in Euro USD, it's $1.17 for every. It's $1.17 euros. No, it's $1.17 for every euro. I believe the United States and the European Union are having like a trade war or something like that, or something that's going on. It's Euro USD. I trade Euro USD only. They have something going on, so that's why it's so expensive right now. We are very high. It costs a lot of money to get a euro. I live in Tristan Caicos, and it actually means something. So we are part of the UK, and because of that, um, we have a lot of people, or we have a lot of relatives and stuff like that that live in the UK. And if we transfer money over, our money's damn near worthless. This is almost like 75 cents for every dollar. You get what I'm saying? It's $1.17 for every euro. But if you're coming from like the kids come from school and stuff like that, come from college, summer, so they coming back, they got a lot more money when they transfer their money over. So that's how that currency exchange works. But yeah, a lot of people are making money on gold. I see every trader is trading gold. If it's not gold, they're trading they're trading US 30, which is the Dow Jones Industrial Index, or they're trading indices. If it's not gold, they're trading indices. Or if there's not indices, then they're trading crypto. Crypto is having another bull run. They're hitting all-time highs on everything. But I believe on every dip, go ahead and buy. Go ahead and buy on every dip and then hold it in the next 5 years. Then you'll see some returns on your money. But nah. So we trying to push a little bit higher. Let me see if I can get the camera closer because I this chains whips. All right, let me. I'm a handsome guy. I know you guys want to see me. All right, perfect. So yeah. So that's what the good part about it. Do don't have to do anything except watch. A lot of traders, even though they watch the trades develop, they still have to go on the charts and do different things. But not me. We transcended that. All right, guys. And so we passed our first 5 minutes. So in the next 10 minutes, I expect markets to either hit the buy stop or the sell stop, which is either the blue line over here or the pink line over here. It looked like it's gonna hit the blue line. If it hits this blue line, the EA is gonna automatically delete the sell, so we don't get into two positions just in case markets want to go down. But as you can see, we had a nice bearish drop. Let me use my mouse instead of my finger because I believe you guys can see that as well. We have a nice bearish drop here. If I could zoom out, and if we move bullish, we can actually try to retest those retest resistance. But like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen in the markets. I'm not making any trading decisions. I'm just trying to find a reason to talk. What happens, it happens because I'm trading an edge. I'm trading the mathematical probabilities of an occurrence. So it doesn't matter what economic news is happening, what geopolitical news is happening. Um, I'll be able to catch a little bit of that move. That's what I do. I scout. I take 5 to 15 pips a day, but these 5 to 15 pips a day are consistent. All the other traders that are trying to take 100 pips, 200 pips, and all that stuff, it's not that common for them to go and do that. That's why they have to have 3 to 1 or 2 to 1 risk reward ratio, and then they have to swing trade. That means that they have to have their trades open for overnight and stuff like that, because these targets that they're trying to achieve usually are not achievable in one trading day. Um, because they're basing off of structure. You can base your trade, I mean your take profits and stop losses off of structure, but then you're completely ignoring time. And time is one of the most important factors of trading. Two things, like I always say, I know you guys watch my videos, so you guys know the two things that cannot be manipulated or can't have to be the two things that have to be respected by markets is going to be price and time. As you can see, even though you have resistance or you have support, it does not mean that price has to respect your resistance or support. We see it all the time. It breaks resistance, it breaks support, it retests resistance, it retests support, it reverses that resistance, it reverses that. It can do whatever it want to do. You get what I'm saying? But if you don't know the time that it's gonna do it, it's just gonna cost you money over time. So sometimes you might have to close your trade early. Sometimes you miss a trade. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, and then it's crazy. Like some traders, I be hearing them like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up New York session, or I'm gonna wake up London session, or I took a trade at 3 a.m." What the fuck are you doing? You have that mean that you literally have no life where you have to be watching the markets at all time just to be able to manage or take a trade, because these chart patterns or these situations that happen in the market that you're looking for, they can happen at any time of day. You get what I'm saying? So that's not conducive, especially if you have a real life, especially you want to live a real life where you're not at dinner or you're not at work or you're not doing something, having sex, God forbid, and you have to check the markets, or because you were busy you wasn't able to check it. No, it's better to have a set time that you trade every day, that you know the opportunity is going to come every day, and when that opportunity is done, you're out of the markets. For me, I trade maybe it's usually an hour or less. Sometimes it goes over an hour. I would say 2 hours at maximum, and that will have to be like a slow day. And that's not common. Encourage viewers to share the live. Oh, I didn't know you guys could share lives. Go ahead and share the live if you can share the live, I guess. Um, at live. Whoa, see. I be watching other people's TikTok lives, and bro, it's them things look like they about to give me an aneurysm. I don't know what this is. First off, they be talking like they on crack cocaine. Hey, I guys, like the live, like the live. Thank you for the galaxy. And then they got all types of things going on, all types of goals going on, all type of words on the screen and stuff like that. I'd be like, bro, I'm good. I am I am so good. I do not need to be doing all that mumbo jumbo, bro. Cannot. I don't like that with TikTok. I don't like that with trading. I like my life simple. The simpler I can make my life, the better. I ain't with all that. Nah, bro. These people look like you ever seen the auction? Going twice. Sold. I don't talk like that, bro. I do talk fast, but god damn. All right, I have some cup noodles. Give me a second, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try to go and get those noodles, make some food. In the meantime, I need you guys to watch. Y'all watch this market for me. Watch this. and then watch these two orders right here. And you're gonna see the EA work by itself. As you can see, the EA is this right here with the blue hat. I mean, it's on and it's gonna work for me. So I can go and I can eat breakfast and not be afraid of my program. Not be afraid of missing the trade. You could sneeze and miss the trade with all these other trading stuff. Noodles, man. You know them things absorb. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm act like I'm a YouTuber. I'm the stream. I'm the trading guy tonight. Give me a second. If you guys wanna see, got some noodles. I add cheese to it, and then if you leave them noodles sit too long, it absorb all the water, and it ain't as tasty anymore. There you go. This is the meal before I make my millions trading, and then next I'm gonna be having wagyu steak. All right, guys. But in the meantime, we eating noodles. All right. And then next we will be eating sushi and champagne in the morning. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's bad for your health. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. We just made 15 minutes. 15-minute marker. Now the odds of us getting to a trade is a lot higher. The first 15 minutes, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I would expect markets to do that when we're not in summer. And when we're in summer and there's no news, we'll get into a trade in like 15, 30 minutes. As you can see right here, if we go really close, if I could, let me see if I can zoom in. If I go on a 1 minute, it'll be a lot more detail, I think. And then let me zoom in. I don't know if you can see, but you can see now. You see that red line right here? The difference between that red line and that gray line is spread. When we're moving higher, the red line is above, and you see we almost hit it. And make sure you keep your eyes on both the here and here. Yeah, that red line is spread. The gray line is where price actually is. The red line is where your broker is gonna put you in at. Now, if that was a stop loss, right? If I'm in a sell position and my stop loss is above, that means that you're gonna get out the trade earlier than price actually. Like sometimes real price, never actually hit your stop loss, but because of your broker spread, they got you out of the trade, and that's how they make their money. They make their money by spread. They charge you a commission, so they charge you whether you're whether they charge you whether you win or lose. But with the spread, the odds of you losing are higher. And if you lose more, you have to deposit more money. All right, guys, as you can see, we have entered into the buy position, but you did not hear my notification go off because the real price has never even touched that line. Price never even touched the line for real. But because of spread, they entered me into the position. Now, if you trade futures, I heard futures has no spread or very, very tight spreads. So that would mean that my strategy would work a lot better. But my strategy can work better. I just gotta make a few adjustments that I'm gonna make this weekend, and then I'll be good. But and for the most part, strategy does work. Let me zoom in for you guys to show you what I'm talking about. Let me take off if I take off trade history, as you can see, that's the blue line right here, and that is where they said, and this is where price actually went and didn't even touch. But I'm in the trade. Cause a spread. Cause the motherfucking spread. But this is information that you need to learn and know, right? You building the strategy, when you're learning how to trade, whatever you're doing, do it conservatively, but everything that you do, you want to learn from it. That's why is they all traders tell you keep a trading journal, keep a trading journal. You have to document stuff like this. Even though it's working against me now, I'm gonna make an adjustment, and then it won't work against. It's gonna work for me in the future. Yeah. For me, I'm not worried if I lose trades. Every loss is a lesson in trading and in real life. Never be disappointed from a loss. Now there's two types of losses. No, three types of losses. You have a calculated loss. A calculated loss is everybody knows that you can't win every single trade, right? Okay, now price actually hit. Now it validates my trade. So everybody knows. Now you can see price moving down. Now the actual price I'm gonna get stopped out as up here or whatever. All right, cool. Let me go back to my rant. Everybody knows that in trading you have three types of losses. You have a calculated loss. A calculated loss means that you know in your strategy there are going to be losses. You're going to lose certain trades, but you're going to win more money than you lose over time. That's but if you do lose and you follow all your trading plan and your strategy and whatever, and it was a loss, that's called a calculated loss. Then you have a psychological loss. Is you got into a trade, you edited your trade, whatever, because of fear of missing out, greed, or whatever psychological driver that made you take that trade or made you make a decision in that trade and you lost money. And then you have a manipulated loss is when you are right, but the markets, whether it was spread, market manipulation, or whatever it is, that take you out of the trade. That's why trading is so hard for people to stay consistent. The odds are so much against your favor. From the time from the time somebody say, "Hey, do you know what forex is?" you have a negative profitability. From the time somebody introduces you to the forex, you have a negative probability. Then you're gonna go on Google, YouTube, Instagram, and all type of social media and look for trading education. You have an even more negative opportunity because now they're teaching you all types of bullshit. Then you have to unlearn the bullshit. When you finish unlearning the bullshit, now you gotta find a strategy. If you gotta either pay somebody for a strategy, make your own strategy, or steal one. Or when I say steal, that might mean like reverse engineer somebody's strategy. So you watch somebody trade. That's what I did for a long time. I would watch somebody trade, and then I would reverse engineer it. Or I watch somebody post their trade, their entry, stop loss, and take profit, and I would reverse engineer it and say, why did he get into this trade? Look at the structure around it and stuff like that, and I'll come up with an idea as to why and try to build strategies off of that. Still not good enough. Or you pay for a strategy, or you make your own strategy, which that's what I did. I had to end up making my own strategy. I had to end up re-engineering the entire way I think about trading. Um, yeah, and then what else? And now you got a strategy, right? Cool. Now you have to make sure that's profitable. You got to back test. You back test your strategy and whatever, and you say, okay, the strategy does make money over time. Cool. Now you have the live test. When you figure out that you live testing, you probably don't. Your psychology is working against you. Timing is working against you. Brokers are working against you. The whole universe is trying to work against you. And then, but you see the money though. You know it's possible to make the money though. So you keep trying and trading, and then that's where you get to the point where you know it's possible, and you have to one by one weed out every single thing that's working against you. And then when you finally get to the motherland, you ride in Lamborghinis and setting the course for $500. That's the story, right? That's another thing. Unless you have your own capital, not thank God for prop firms. I've been trading for almost like 10 years now. There was no prop firms back in the day. You either was trading demo or you were trading your own money. That's why the trading forces was so popular. The people, some knew how to trade, some didn't know how to trade. But after learning how to trade, you have to learn marketing. You have to learn marketing. So you have to learn social media. Just like all the other bullshit. That's how you get either if you want to spread your trading knowledge, or you want to sell a course, or you want to build a trading community, whatever it is, you have to learn social media. I thought I had put all my eggs in one basket. I put all my eggs in trading. I didn't even know, like once MySpace was over with, I didn't know how to use social media anymore. Facebook, I didn't know how to I didn't know how to like get a lot of friends. Instagram came out. I wasn't popular on Instagram, Snapchat, and all that because I'm focusing on trading, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about no social media. And then when I finally get it, and I like, fuck, now I have to know social media now. And you have to learn marketing too. Shit is fucking ridiculous. Unless you already had money and you got a good strategy, or you got a prop firm, then you don't have to go on the internet and make courses and talk to people and all that other stuff. But it's not like that. Me, I'm a regular 9 to 5 guy. Work 9 to 5. I know trading works. I dedicated myself to trading, and now I have to build the capital to make to trade. Actually, that's why I got my own. I got my own FTMO. I'm not gonna come out here and beg people for money. No, no, no. I'm gonna work a 9 to 5, get my prop firm, and then I'll trade it. I'll trade it myself. But I want. I've been there, right? Let me stop eating in your face. That's disrespectful. My mom taught me better than that. So yeah, what I was saying is, you see how that red candle did like that? A lot of traders would have got started pissing their pants already, right? And then watch. If it was up to me to manage the position, $19. If it was up to me to manage the position, probably would have got scared and did something right there. But since it's not up to me, I have to let the program go. You let it do this bullshit and watch. Psychologically, this looked like a bearish engulfing, and it will indicate that the market's going to go down. A lot of people made trading decisions at that point right there, only to see the markets reverse on them, and now they are pissed off at themselves that they actually touched the trade. That's why I emphasize don't touch the trade, or the trade is going to touch you. Trade going to rape you. But where did I leave off at? I don't forget where I was leaving off on my rant. Where I was leaving off at? Oh yeah, me doing the FTMO. Yeah, yeah. I want to put my money where my mouth is. I'm not gonna be on the internet begging people for whatever. Now I do believe that I have a simpler way for people to learn. Been in your situation. I've been poor. I've been depressed. The trading thing, you put all your money into it and you lose it. I've been there. And if one or two things, Ray, you already got. Oh, no, no, no. I'm gonna give you the EA in a second. I'm just working on a few things, and I'm gonna send it to you, Ray and you, Regan. Everybody's gonna get it for sure. I just want to work on a few things. On the script, I can't just send it with the live script. I gotta finish a few things, and I'm gonna send it to you guys for sure. You guys definitely are number one on the list, man. You guys are on it. You ain't gonna worry about none of that. Where I was going with that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The reason why I'm doing this, yeah. I've been there before, man. But I don't know if you guys just recently. I don't know how long you guys was trying to trade or trying to get into trading and stuff like that. But the information, man, people were holding the information, and it was horrible. And I literally promised myself that if I ever, if I ever got this shit to work, man, I gotta give people something for free, man. I can't do this to these people, man, because I was sick when these guys were holding the information to themselves and they're making all this money and they flexing it. And it was like, and the only thing they're gonna give you is motivation. Yeah, keep on going. Yeah, do this. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mindset. It's all mindset, which it is. But at the same time, that's why I dropped the video about the strategy. I gave the strategy away for free. And then the sad thing is people do not value stuff for free. But whatever. But it is always gonna be in that out of a million people, if it's one person that takes value from that, it's important. I gave that strategy away for free. You don't know how accomplished I feel when to be able to make that video, to be able to say, "Yo, this is my strategy. I give it for free," and then go on a live stream and trade the strategy exactly the way that I say it was supposed to be traded. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the milestones that I wanted to do. I did it. Creating this program is also one of the milestones, but I gotta prove that it's consistently profitable. That's why I made the FTMO. And yeah, so that's why I'm on the live stream and doing all this other stuff because it's part of the journey. I want to document. That's why I'm doing a live stream and doing the social media. I'm gonna document this actually working. So when it gets to a higher level, it's no if ands buts about it. You know that it works. You get what I'm saying? I've documented it work. I've traded it on a prop firm and made money on the prop firm to show that it works. You get what I'm saying? I paid for the highest one that you could get. FTMO 200K. There was no higher prop firm challenge that you could get. Nowhere. And FCMO is one of the most reputable. Not to say that they're one of the most easiest to or fairest to pass a challenge, but it's a well known. It's like a household name. They say, okay, you pass FCMO, all right, you probably have something there. And then on top of that, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the analysis. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the trading. I'm gonna show you guys how to prove it on charts, how to prove it back test. I could go on MT5 right now on the strategy tester. Son of a bitch. Sorry about that, guys. I have my alarms on. It is now 8:30. Yeah, I could go on my strategy tester and I could show you guys the outcome. The strategy tester, this is one that actually my bad webcam went back off. Let me see if it come back on. Yeah, so the strategy tester was all actually. Let me look at the webcam instead. The strategy tester was actually what really gave me the ecstasy. Did funded pass one and did funded pass the first and failed it. Ah, damn. If you could pass one, bro, you could just keep trying. It's the only thing that I know you don't have forever money. You're not gonna have unlimited money to keep on doing the funded. But yeah, man. And then don't let the ecstasy or the euphoria of passing it make you think that you're okay. And then you let me show you something. There's a trick that they have that when you pass the first part, the second part is supposed to be easier. They already know that you feeling yourself and you in a euphoria that okay, the second one is half the distance or half the profit that I need to make, and I already made it the first time. Let me just go and get this out the way. Boom, boom, bap. No, 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 no. This let me show you the process. The easiest part is the first part is the challenge. The second hardest part is going to be the verification, and the hardest part is when you actually have the account and you make it and you're potentially making that money. The ecstasy that you're gonna get, the euphoria that you get, the high that you get from that, you start making bad decisions. We know that. That's how prop firms make their money. They make their money from you losing a prop firm. Once you get live or once you get to the second part, you will feel too good. You that guy. So you start making bad decisions. And then on top of that, you have the time aspect, right? The longer this is the casino theory, where the longer you trade, the higher the odds of you losing. You get what I'm saying? So the longer you sit at that poker table, that blackjack table, the higher your odds of you losing the money or the profit that you made is. A lot of people do not have the They don't have the willpower. The more money you win, the less likely it is for you to lead a table. The more trades that you win, the less likely it is for you to actually conservatively trade. Trade 1%, trade 2%. Pass the challenge in one trade. Apparently, I'm gonna get another trade to go past the challenge again. Why, it don't work that way, my boy. Unless you gotta stay the same throughout. That's why the program is important. The program is consistent. It's gonna consistently do the same thing throughout. It doesn't have emotions. You get what I'm saying? It's either gonna make it or it's gonna break it. Point blank. Period. So yeah, but it's good that you passed the first part. That's a good indicator that you know what you're doing, but you just don't have to get ahead of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Don't mess it up for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So right now, this is the entry point. We have went down 5 pips. This is my first level right here. This level right here, if markets can pivot around this point, that would mean that it's highly likely that we're going to trade in that direction. Once market touch this level right here, this is the danger zone, I would say. If markets trade around this area, it's like I would say 50-50% chance that it's going to continue lower or that it's going to go back up. But now we need to go 10 pips higher to get back to break even and then 5 more pips to get my partial close. I've seen it happen a million times where we get to this area or we get to maybe a few pips from this area and then turn back around. Since I had a losing trade already, the odds of this one being a loser is probably less likely, but have all of this area as buffer, and then we have time on our hands, so we can go ahead and let that one develop. And we're also gonna take notes as to okay how the markets move. Okay, we came to this area, and then we found support, boom, 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 and we came back up. And then how long did it take to make that move? As you can see right now, we probably got into the trade at. Jeez, you work my webcam is. Hold on, let me fix this. I need a new cord for my webcam because if it feels any form of vibration, it is gonna disconnect for no reason. But I live in Turks and Caicos, bro. It's gonna be hard to find it's a USB-C to USB 3.0 cable. I went to our local store, our local tech store. I couldn't find it. I need to. It's another tech store I have to go to today. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, yeah. You see that, guys? This is a rejection. Hopefully, it rejects more. Now, my thing is, I'm on the 1 minute. The 1 minute is not a good chart to be looking at all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's too much. It's too much going on in that 1 minute for me to actually believe the candlesticks that's going on. Did a 5 minutes, but let's go on to 15 minute right now. Now you see structure. Now it looks a lot different. If you go on that 1 minute, you think that all hell is breaking loose. You go on. This is the 15 minute where the structure is. Now you see we got a pause. Then we try to make a bullish engulfing, and then this technically is going to count as a bullish engulfing. And now we have this entire. You see with this? Now this is the low. We have support right here. Thank God that low is not right here at this red line. If it was below this area, even though markets might have reversed, it would definitely touch stop loss first. But we do have some support right here, and we might consolidate a little bit. All we need to do is retest here. A retest of the break of structure, as you guys, if you guys know any technical analysis, is right here. This is a retest of break of structure. So markets broke this level, came down, clean too, came down 3 clean candles. So that definitely means that it's a lot of, I will say it's like a magnet. It's a lot of attraction to go ahead and cover this space if it want to continue lower or if it want to go higher and retest this high and move higher. This is all technical analysis. It's just for a reason for me to talk. I don't care about none of this stuff. I know that I'm just trading the odds and the market should do whatever I want to do. And so that's about it. Now what else would I talk about here? Um, so yeah, and I think I'm gonna I need a few more followers to make the what they call that shit, the creator pilot program. I don't know what I don't really care about the creator pilot program, but I do know that they actually let you put a link to a website on your bio once you get 1,000 followers, and that's what I'm worried about. If I could go ahead and get a link to um to put in my bio, then it'll be a lot easier for people to go and get the content on YouTube. Like on the TikTok, I'm just giving like a brief summary so that people will go to the YouTube and get the full tutorial. Because if you think that you're gonna learn Forex on TikTok, I'm gonna try my best to attempt to do it. Like if you think you're gonna learn Forex off of TikTok, 1 minute TikToks, that ain't a good idea. Unless I made the course myself. If I make the course, it's possible, but it's gonna be like 1,000 videos though. But it's gonna be a few videos for sure. If you want to try, I'm gonna try to make 1 minute, 1 minute TikToks showing how to do my entire course, not course, but my entire thing from technical analysis, drawing out the grids and everything like that, the template, then drawing out the grid, and then so all the YouTube videos that I have on there, I'm just gonna clip it. I'm gonna have to remake it because the quality isn't good. But I'm gonna watch the videos again. I'm gonna do a step by step and just I'll milk it out, right? The more TikToks you have, the more views you get, whatever. And then step by step, we're gonna go and work on that. So yeah, if I make that course, that'll be nice. And it gives me something to do. If I got a program that trades for me, I gotta find something to do, man. I'm trying to be the um I'm trying to be the trading Casanat. We're gonna invite like all the super big traders to come on the live stream because we're not trading, we're not manually trading. We could have people come on the live stream, talk, give. Are you on challenge phase or fun? I'm still on challenge one, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have like big all the big traders and stuff like that and it's a cool thing. They could come to Turks and Caicos. A lot of people love Turks and Caicos. We got the number one beach in the world. Our beach is 100% clear blue. It's transparent. It looks like a pool where you can see the bottom of the ocean. You can see sharks and um dolphins and stuff like that, and it's super clear. We have, and then people come to Turks and Caicos, come on the live stream. We go on jet skis, boats. We have parties on bars in the middle of the ocean. It's a bar. It's called floating bar. You guys check it out. It's called Noah's RTCI. It's a floating bar in the middle of the ocean. People love going out there. We get all types of celebrities all the time. Rappers, um, artists, sports players, then we have all types of millionaires, billionaires, drink. Yes, it is expensive. It's very expensive. I think we're paying for orange juice, for name brand orange juice is like $17. For eggs, it's like $9. For gas, it's like $8. Diesel, for gas is seven. Diesel is probably $8 a gallon. It's ridiculous. And then everything that we have is imported, so we don't have any like clothing stores, and we don't have any department stores, malls and stuff like that. Everything we buy is probably off the internet or on Amazon, and then you have to pay shipping twice. So let's say if you didn't buy it on Amazon, you bought it off of like eBay or something, right? Okay, now we are rejecting a lot more, and we're moving lower. Let's see what it's gonna do here. Yeah, imagine like you buy something off of eBay or a website, you have to pay shipping to a shipping company. So because you don't have an American address, you have to ship it to a shipping company in America, which is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right? So you buy it out. Let's say you buy something in New York, you pay for shipping to New York, and you have to pay for the item. Then you have to pay the shipping company to go and ship it to Turks and Caicos, and then when you get it, you have to pay customs, 37%, and you have to pay them to ship it to pick it up. So if you pay for something for $100, by the time you get it, it's gonna be 150, if not $200, depending on the item. And yeah, yeah, you could Airbnb by me. They have the most beautiful Airbnbs. But with all the profits that you be making from trading, man, we're gonna go stay in mansions and villas on the beach. That's my goal. Make you guys make some money, and then we go meet up in Turks and Caicos, and then we enjoy Turks and Caicos or a different place. Come visit you guys. I know some people in South Africa. I want to go to South Africa. I want to go to South Africa so bad. It is crazy. South Africa. First off, the women. Oh my goodness. It's like every woman has a big butt. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And then I love South African house music. That's amazing. Thought I used to hate house music, white people, and then discotheque and all that BS that they be having. Not no offense to white people, but electro music, electronic music and stuff like that. They have I didn't like it, but when I heard South African house music, jeez Louise, I loved it. Yeah, with trading money, you could do anything, bro. Nothing's expensive. And then you could be making money while you're on vacation. You can make the money back. That's the best part. I be seeing these people doing that shit. It'd be amazing, bro. They go on vacation, they make twice, they pay for the vacation on vacation. Yeah, man. So, yep, we're trading a little bit lower. We're in the danger zone, as I will call it. And then we'll see if we lose a trade today. That would suck, but ain't nothing you can really do about that. It's not gonna invalidate my account or anything like that. But I'm looking for win streak. I usually don't do back to back. I don't do loss win loss win. It doesn't usually never goes like that. Especially even in my back test, maybe once or twice. But we already did that though. So it's loss win. No, no, my bad. Win loss. That's cool. That's a that's cool. That's a what you call it? It's a possibility that could happen. But over and over again, nah. I don't. In my back test, I don't see nothing like that. Let me see if I could find the back test. Uh, if I do that, the computer gonna lag. I hope not. How was that quick access? When the fuck was that error quick access? Oh, okay, okay. I'm on the VPS, guys. My bad. I'm looking at shit like that did not like my computer. All right, I mean this is my computer. Okay, invite to join. Nah, I'm pretty sure you won't do that. I'm looking for the back test. Give me a second, guys. Hey, let me go ahead. I don't want to show you guys something that you don't want to see. You see how laggy it is? And it's just, what in the world? Come on, brother. MagnOpus. Windows Explorer is, Explorer is lagging? That is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna invest in a new computer, guys. This is ridiculous. I thought streaming. I didn't know streaming was. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and put the charts back up for you guys on my computer. I didn't know streaming was this heavy on the computer. Take this much processing power. Streaming was just like a screen record. This thing is like a whole computer game type of process. You see, I just clicked to open the thing. Look, loading like a baby. It got you excited. No, guys, that was it trying to load. All right, guys, as you can see, we touched the midway zone, the danger zone, and we reversed. Let's see if we're gonna continue reversing up, guys, while I look for some backtest history for you guys. All right, we have returned to the safe zone. Let's see if we could go higher. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. I think I have a. Let me open this spreadsheet. I think opening this spreadsheet will be a lot better for you guys to see. Um, Give me a second, guys. I gotta find it. I gotta find that picture for you. All right, here's one of the results to the back test right here. I think this one allows me to zoom for you guys. I just got okay right here. All right, this is a what is this? A complete trade of 2024 with a $100,000 account. I think this one is I used the same lot size the entire time. It profited 37,000. It lost 11,000. This is a killer for me at all times. Commissions. If I can find a better commission broker, man, I'll save a lot of money. And that's what's fucking up my FTMO now. Commissions, whether I win or lose. So we turned. This is my simulation $200,000 account. We turned the 200K to 225,000. I think that was from like what 6 months. As you can see, it stopped at June 6th. And we did that. That's my back test on the MT5 back tester that shows me the results. Return to primary level. So we went back down to test the danger zone again. And I'm gonna do about that. Do and I think I took screenshots of every single one. All right, let's go through the screenshots by itself then because um let me make sure. Nah, this is not it. I have so many. It is ridiculous. I think it's the 120. Nope. You find it, guys. Hold on tight. Hold on. Euro USD 5 minute 2024 one to okay 0.5. That should be the one. Oh yeah, we don't lose the trade for sure. We don't lose that trade for sure. Shit. I'm gonna have to find this. I have so much documents. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and watch this trade lose right quick. And that's very, very interesting to me. All right. Whenever we get over here, I definitely do. I once I get 1 or 2 pips above this area right here, I consider it a loss because depending on spreads, um, you could easily be out of the trade. Very easily be out of the trade. And as you can see, if I go to the 15 minute, it's definitely a retest of the low. Definitely a retest of that low. And then sometimes the retests definitely do go lower before they reverse, but it is what it is. We locked in. We locked in. Today's the last trade of the week. I'm gonna review everything that happened within the week. I'm gonna make adjustments, and then I'll see what I could do to make trade better. The only real thing that I do need to do with a trade better is I need to make sure I win more in my winning. I maximize the wins in my winning trade so that I can sustain more losses. But since I trade like 1.5%, I can take a few losses without having to worry about anything. All right. Let's see what Marcus want to do. At least with this one, the axe price is gonna be lower than I mean higher than the actual price the market's at. So even if it does touch the line, I got like a .03 of a pip. It has to move past the line for it actually to stop me out. But this is one of those positions where if you were manually taking the trade, a lot of people would start making some decisions. Like we can't make no decisions right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. We detected inactivity during the current live. Complete the verification to continue. What activity? I have to touch it. Drag the puzzle piece into place. Oh, but I've been following people and stuff like that. What I have to like my own life or something? Yep, minimize losses. Yeah, that's one of my next things. I feel like I'm gonna start just I'm gonna start putting my stop loss right here instead of right there because the odds of when price action gets its area, the odds of it being a losing trade is higher. Over these two areas right here is that niche. Those two areas right there are a lot better. We're finding support. We're still in the trade. We still in it. Still in it. What that? What? How that? I'm talking about in it. I'm pretty sure my webcam went down, but I can't see myself. Let me double check. Oh, webcam's still up, and I don't think we're lagging either, so that's pretty cool. And we're back past the midline again. Look at the emotional roller coaster that somebody would have if they actually were managing the trades manually and they had a decision to get out of the position or not. Yep, that's why I feel like trading EA is better for me. It's better for me because I'm a very conservative person. I don't like losing money. I don't like spending. I do like spending. I love spending money. Let me stop lying. I don't like losing money. I don't like taking losses. That if I spend money, that's because I wanted to spend it. I don't want. I don't like markets taking my money. How about that? And then what else? What I was gonna say about that? Yeah, and then I noticed when I was manually trading, I would make mistakes. Like I would touch the trade. I still kind of do even with the program. You will touch the trade because you think that you know what the market's gonna do, and then markets will change direction and do something in less than a pip, in less than a pip. So you'll think that you're wrong, and then you do something that make that you think that you're wrong and you'll do something that will make you wrong. And then the market will show that you was actually right. Another big thing, I don't care if you're trading a program, if you're trading if you're trading a program, if you're manually trading or whatever you're doing in your life, whatever was your first decision, stick with it. Whatever was your first decision, stick with it. I need over and over and over again. I'll make a decision, whether I execute on the decision or not, and I'll change my mind. Can't you code the arrows on the exact reversal points? I feel like reversal points are relative. Relative to I don't. At first, I need to explain a little bit more what you mean by that. But feel like reversal points are relative. First, they're relative to the time frame that you're looking at. Um, and then what you call it? What is a reversal? I spent maybe I spent maybe like a year and some change trying to figure out what was a reversal from a bullish engulfing, two red candles. It's all relative. It's all relative. Whatever you decide what a reversal is, and you stick with it over time, is that'll be your definition of a reversal. Doesn't mean that that is the universal definition of a reversal. No, but I don't know what you talking about. Pivot points, like there's some people that have indicators that would identify what a pivot point is, but what you call it? Yes and no. You can program those arrows on something like that, but for me, no, I don't spend so much money on this program. Let me tell you something. I would love to talk about this. This is another thing I would love to talk about. These programmers. So I know how to program a little bit in MQL5 and MQL4 as well. ChatGPT definitely helps you with building like the backbone. Like if you want a working program, ChatGPT can help you. If you want the backbone to like, if you want like a template of to something that works, so ChatGPT can give you a program and it's not gonna work, right? But it gives you like the concept, so you figure out what's not working, and then step by step you work on it, and you work on the bugs, and then after you finish working on the bugs, then you could figure out you could develop the program further after that. And then you could give it to a programmer, and the programmer will work on your program. I mean, on the EA program, whatever. The words are interchangeable, right? He'll work on it for you, right? But the thing with these programmers are if you give them a program, you say either build it from scratch or fix this, they will they will leave errors in there, or they will put errors in there so that they can prolongate the job. You get what I'm saying? It's just like a contractor that is contracting for your house, or the mechanic. You need an oil change, and they end up popping your air filter or something like that, putting a hole in your air filter so that they can make more money in the job. The programmers that script MQL5 and all these other stuff, they do the same exact thing. You give them a program, or you give them an idea and you say make it from scratch. They'll make it from scratch, but if you explain it in a way that they know you should explain it a different way, or they made a similar program for you, they're gonna give it to you just how you asked, and they know it's not gonna work, and then you're gonna pay them more money to make it work, or they're gonna have problems in it. Because I spent so much money on programs using different developers and stuff like that, and then it was one time where I was working on one of the parts of the EA, and then I was like, you know what? Matter of fact, I feel like you bullshitting me, right? And I was like, I'm gonna cancel I want to cancel the transaction, and I'm gonna give a bad review. In less than 2 hours, he gave me the working program. He had the working program the entire time. The entire time. Man, I spent so much money on developing these programs. It is ridiculous. As you can see, this one says what? What would this one says? I'm I'm on version. I'm on like, well, this is my version 3.4, and it's 10 points to every whole number. So best believe I was doing version after version after version after version after version until something worked, and it ain't cheap. And I'm trying to trade at the same time. So I'm back testing, and back test makes sense. And then you start live testing with real money, and then it start acting funny. So it's a lot of, I'm telling you, you spend a lot of money in this game. And then even if you're manually trading or trading EA, it takes losses, which are your lessons, but that's your, what they call it, a cost of tuition. That's what you pay in tuition to be able to have that. But we all know at the end of the road, bro. I just seen. I don't know if you know, but a guy named Trades by Side. This dude is up right now. He has an eight. I seen his account since it was like 4 million. He has an $8 million account right now, and he's up on gold from the last time I seen his video. $333,000 in a day, nigga. Sorry, $333,000 in a day. I make that, bro. I might go and retire, bro. Retire, like permanently retire, but I gotta spend some of that money. Trades by side. Trades by side. Let me pull it up for you. This guy right here, this guy's he's a monster, bro. But then again, if you don't, I'll talk about it. I'll show it to you, but I'll talk about him in a little bit. So right now, we just passed the 1 hour mark. We did get into the trade at like what, 8:15. So we need 15 more minutes for it to be a hour inside of the trade. But this is summer volatility, so we can expect it. Let me lower it for you guys so everybody can see. Do, 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 do. This should be in my trade history. You guys gonna be able to see everything that I watch. Return to the key level. We are in less drawdown, and let me lift that open for you. As you can see, back to the ADM candle open price, guys. No, no, no. I'm supposed to go on you. I'm just gonna give you my. Okay, there we go, guys. MagnOpus Trading Solutions. Go ahead and subscribe if you had already subscribed. There you go, my nigga, right here. I love you, I love you, I love you. Trade time, SCI. This is one of his old videos. I'm gonna go to the newest video right here. You see, I'm not a gatekeeper. If y'all want to know who got sauce, I'm gonna show you who got the sauce now. I don't know. I don't listen to people's trading. Like when they start talking about trading, I don't listen to that because it's gonna affect the way that I think about my trading. But like the lifestyle, the psychology, and all that other stuff, I'll listen to it.
Like
For the
right around this
motivation as
level.
well.
This is where I got my entry. It
Like I
just
said,
finally
bro,
got up,
everybody's trading
and
gold.
I placed a gold
If
sell
you go
today.
to the FTMO
I'll do a
Discord,
little breakdown.
everybody, it's
and
not
show
one
y'all the
person that's
trade.
not trading with you.
But currently, I am up.
One person's buying a bunch.
Load. I am currently up 333K. Um,
I wanna
gold.
see. Wait, let's see what he says. Hold on.
I am currently up.
My MT5 is still loading, but it's whatever. 8 million, 8.5 million, 8.5 million, and then he has like the it's not demo because he got what TradeZilla, which is like it's like a verified trade tracker, and he on it up $333,000, bro. Careful, you show YouTube. What? Oh, is that bad? Well, why? What happened if I show YouTube? Is that no good? Is that copyright or something? Well, I deleted it. Uh, careful, you show YouTube. Mm, I ain't trying to get banned now. I'm almost at 1,000. I'm trying to walk on eggshells right now. But yeah. So that's the motivation right there, man. In one trade, and then for him to continue trading, even though he's up. Nah, possible warning. All right, fuck it. I'll be taking off. My bad. I should let y'all do that on your own time. But yeah, it's great motivation about what's possible, man. You can be up 300,000. What do you do after you? What you was okay? This the other guy. What's his name? Raja Banks. He was up 300,000 as well. When you was drop 300,000, what the fuck you gonna do? Jesus, go buy a Lando, bro. You're buying a Rolls or you buying something, bro. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna get there one day for sure. We are gonna get there. We're definitely gonna get there one day, and then we're gonna answer that question. What the fuck did me personally? I probably buy property, especially in Turks and Caicos like that. That's what I probably do. But I don't believe you're supposed to spend the entire 300,000 one time. I probably withdraw it for sure. Put it in one of those investment accounts. And do that or buy or put a down payment on a property and stuff like that. That's what I'll do with something like that. I'll probably like save money little by little. To what I'll do, save money little by little to buy a supercar, like 50,000 here, 50,000 there. If when I get like big wins and stuff, and then when you do that, I would wait till I get like half a million or whatever, how much a supercar costs. I don't really want. I have to try it at least one time, but I'm not a big supercar. Me, if I get a Tesla truck, a Cyber truck, I'm fine. If I get a Cyber truck, I'll be fine. And I need a Cadillac Escalade, what V series. If I get either one of those, I'll be fine. Whoa! We might lose a trade in a few seconds. Done. We lost. Damn. That's what it is. Can't do nothing about that. Jeez, Louise. Wow, fuck. That's a trade for the week, guys. Well, you didn't blow the account. Let's see how much we lost. $3,036.88 plus what $60, which is gonna be 3,000 and what I say 90 something dollars. My bad, somewhere around there. I gotta go back to the drawing board, my guys. We are gonna be working the entire weekend on all types of studying, on all types of readjusting, and we are gonna come back next week better. Let's go. I gotta review what's going. I have to review the trades that actually happened here. Interesting enough, that's like 60K in South Africa. Look at that, ZAR. All right, so boom. This one definitely was a calculated loss. Can't complain about that one. We definitely hit the buy stop here. Then we have let's go to yesterday. I gotta fix the chart. Don't go. All right, cool. Then we have yesterday's trade. It did go. We have yesterday's trade, which was it is moving, huh? We have yesterday's trade. That was a winner, but it was not. It was not. It was probably a 1-to-1 for sure. So that's a 1-to-1. That's a for sure 1-to-1. Then we have Wednesday. Wednesday was a loser, so we have loser, winner, loser. That's cool. And then that's a winner again, another 1-to-1 there, and then close win, and lastly a win. So we technically have one win, a loss, which was technically supposed could have been a win, but it depends on the broker. Another win. It's the spreads killing me now. And then this is definitely a loss, so that's one guaranteed loss right there. Is our yes. Okay, one guaranteed loss here. A win. And a loss for today for sure. Hold on. And look at this, guys. Let's look at the beauty of the markets here. Let me see if it could actually fix itself. Now we are back. Look at where we at. Look, let me go ahead and check. Let me double check the other. Let's double check the other trading accounts first. All right, this is the virtual server. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, that this is no this is market maker manipulation, but this isn't market. So we have the let's show you. So we have the support right here. I'm gonna show you something, guys. Right, watch this. So we have the support right here, and then whenever you see this a wick like this, if you see a wick like this, it goes quickly like that. You could call it market manipulation, right? They're grabbing liquidity and they're gonna bring it all the way back up over here. Now these type of move happen all of the time in the markets. Now my job is to go ahead and I'm gonna analyze I'm gonna analyze. Okay, let's say I did get into a trade like this, and it actually showed me a beautiful, not beautiful, but a stupid ass wick like this, where it's obviously market manipulation. Now I did get into the trade. They're getting regular money out of their positions, and they're gonna go ahead and try to push the markets to the upside. What type of re-entry technique will I do to get in? What type of confirmation do I need to return back in? Because this is not the first time this happened, right? Let me show you this, right? So we went down. It's usually just for my 15 pips stop loss, right? And it goes back up. Let's see. Later in the day or next Monday, we'll be able to see the entirety of that move. But let me show you guys, right? So we have my stop loss. We have my stop loss, and we have the market manipulation right here. Let's go back. This one was a good. This one was a winning trade, so we didn't have to worry about that one. And look at this one again. This is no, this is a winning trade, right? No, no, this is not winning. This is a losing trade. This is the losing trade from Wednesday, right? So we have my entry, we have my stop loss, and then what happens? It dips down and then moves forward, right? Let's see how. Let's see if it did that one more time. This was a winning trade right here, so we're not worried about that. And look at this one. Watch this, watch this, watch this. We have my trade, we have my stop loss, and what happened? Went back around. That's a pattern. Whether it's a pattern that I'm losing money, but it's a pattern that repeats itself, and I know it's going to repeat itself in the future. Now, what I have to do is I have to study that pattern. I have to identify, okay, markets hit my stop loss by how much pips? Where can my re-entry position be? Where can my target be? And where can my stop loss be? So that next time it doesn't happen again. Now, after I build that, I'm going to go back. I'm going to use an entire year data and I'm going to reanalyze how many times in a year this actually happens. How much potential profit can I get? And then what is a bad re-entry? Or when should this happen and I don't re-enter? And I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see what the market is doing now. And it might not actually. Okay, it did manipulate, so it might try to grab liquidity before continuing onwards. But yeah, it doesn't feel good, but it is what it is. We're still in the game. We're still in summer. We're still in summer. Market manipulation happens in summer. Low liquidity happens in summer. We decided to trade in summer. We take on that risk. And we have to try to get better. Now, do not let losses discourage you. Do not let losses make you think anything different of your abilities and your strategy. Because why? Give me a second. I'm gonna show you exactly why. I'll show you exactly why in 1 second. In 1 second. It's winter by us. It's winter? How can it be winter? It's July. What's weather is it in or what season is it in December? Don't we all don't the seasons depend on the okay, look at this guys. Remember, you see this loss right here? You see that loss of 3,000 right there? That's one loss. One consecutive loss. You see that one? That's one consecutive loss. You see this one? That's one consecutive loss. Two losses in a row. This is with the manipulation as well. Two losses. But you're gonna tell me I have 12 winning trades back to back, and this is me being conservative. I'm only taking 5 pips. Some of these trades went on for 30 and 50 pips. A lot of these positions go on for that much. Look how many win trades. Summer is in 2 months. What type of what I gotta research that. Don't make any that doesn't make I don't understand that. All yeah, all that's with the EA. All of this with the EA. Nothing is with many trading. There's no way that I win all these trades back to back. And then look, I'm telling you how this I understand if I have 7 losing trades in a row. You get what I'm saying? The outcome of this is why you have to look at technical analysis and you have to look at what actually happens on your MT4, MT5. A lot of this stuff was my problem. Um, a news spread manipulation. But if I have all these winning trades in a row, all I have to do is optimize my strategy. If I optimize my strategy to win more, and to lose less, sooner or later I'm gonna get it. That's why you study for. That's why I'm on live stream for. It's not to just show you guys profit. It's to show you guys problem resolution. You get what I'm saying? I'm only down $5,000, and then on my FTMO, I could lose up to 20,000. So I'm down what 5% or 2.5%? If it's 10, if it we go. Is it 10% or 20%? I don't know. Whatever. We're down 5,000. Well, 6,000 technically, and we can lose maybe 14 more thousand before I invalidate it. So I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna get 10 times better before we get down to that. Before we get down to wherever. But I see the potential. I know the potential. I know what's possible. I just gotta kill. I just gotta. First, I need a better fucking computer. And I need to work with some professionals that know a little bit more than me. And as to what's the best trailing stock method for Euro USD, and then how can I implement that and program that into the EA. And now I do feel like I have in my EA, I have the parameters for that. It's just that what settings should I use? I have multiple trailing. I have multiple trailing. Let me show you guys. I have multiple trailing stop. What how do you call it? Techniques. I guess that's the word I'm gonna use. There's no expert advisor on there, so be careful. But yeah, man, that's manipulation. Ain't nothing I can do about that. So I have multiple trading stop techniques. It's just that how to use it and what settings to use is what I need to be working on. And that's what I'm gonna be working on this weekend. They have big parties going on Turks and Caicos. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be glued to this computer. I'm gonna wake up the same time every day. I'm not gonna party this week. I'm gonna wake up, work out, do my morning routine, um, make content, uh work on my strategy, back test, and next week I'm gonna be a different animal. Now I cannot control the outcome of the trades next week. I can just control how I trade next week, and my effectiveness and my execution. But if you don't think this is manipulation, or if you don't think this is manipulation, think of these moves. I'm not saying whenever they have big moves like this is manipulation at its finest. So I'm not gonna feel no type of way that I lost that trade. And once we get out of summer and they stop wanting and they stop acting stupid, and okay, that's another thing. Like especially when you people try to over leverage and stuff like that. A lot of people you either blow your account or you get out of your positions. I mean, stop trading or give up on trading before the good season comes. Just like it's winter, everything's cold, the crop is dying and stuff like that. There will be a summer where the sun is shining and money is being made. Apparently, the sun is shining in gold, XU, XAU USD, and it's winter. Just like it's summer in Turks and Caicos and winter over there. It's winter on USD and it is summer on gold. But I'm not gonna chase. I'm not gonna chase nobody. I'm gonna stay right where I am. I'm gonna master where I am, and then I'll move on to master whatever else next. So yeah. Let's go on to LOL. Let's go on to do some little bit of technical analysis, and then we're gonna call it a day. And I have to go start making content because it's already 9 o'clock, and I think I have some one or two errands to run. All right, guys, let's update this information here. Let's go ahead and work with session one. Let me let you guys see too. You guys gotta see. You guys gotta see it too. Session one. Let's pull out our price range tool. Session one was about 26 pips. Yeah, was just gonna ask you. Yeah, I got you, brother. Don't worry. I like this setup now. I got a good setup going on here. I like this setup. I actually have the program to live stream my computer screen as well as my face camera on TikTok, but I just set it up this morning right before the stream. I didn't really get to test it and everything like that, so I'll fix that later. But I like this setup too because the live because I have a large. You see how big my computer? I have a big curved monitor. I think I showed it to you guys. It is huge. So let me fix that back. So so even if I did try to stream my computer screen, it'll be so small to fit on your phone screen. It's gonna be hard for you to see stuff in detail. So I like this little setup I got right now. Look at that, guys. Don't that. Look at that, guys. Market manipulation at its finest. Market manipulation at its finest, guys. So not every loss is all your fault. Now, a loss that if I would have moved my position or did anything to the trade, that would be my fault. But if it's like that, it ain't your fault. I could go to sleep knowing that I ain't fuck up anything. But this is motivate me. I'm gonna come back harder, and I actually wanna see this move again. I wanna see this move again. I wanna see it again. I'll be prepared. All right, let's. Session two hasn't completed yet, so I can't measure it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the grid on there though. Do 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 do. Put our line right here, and so we line this up with 8 a.m. right over here to make it a little bit smaller. Do, 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 do. Bring it up some. All right, and then what price did the markets open at 8 a.m.? Markets open up at 1.17209. As you can see, we almost hit the partial close. But if we have a look, if I could build something where I have my entry over here, look at we at 10, 5, 10, 15, 15 up to 20 pips of profit or more if you have a great trail. Man, I done talked and I don't forget where the price is. 1.17209. All right. You guys probably look at the E. The E is not working, and you see market manipulation. 1.17209. 1.17209. All right, this line is correct now. Let me could go ahead. Let me do it for you guys to see on this side. Then I'll have people else joining the live. All right. Now we're gonna make this our 5 pips above. Okay, as you can see, nah, that is the same one. My bad. All right, this is gonna be 5 pips above the 8 a.m. candle open price. Put this over here so you guys can see. So if 8 a.m. candle open price is 1.17209, and then we put 5 pips above, which is gonna be to the 10,000s place. 1.17209 plus 1.0005 is gonna give you 1.1759259. So all I gotta do is subtract. Put that. Oh, wrong number. There we go. Copy that. Paste the coordinates to the right one. 259. Paste. Oh, we was already there. Yeah, that's hilarious. Then I'm gonna change the color to represent the bullish buy stop line, and I'm gonna change the line to a dashed line, and I'm gonna hit OK. Now we have 5 pips above. This is where the buy stop is gonna be. We could go ahead and clone this line right here, and then we're gonna change the coordinates. Now, 5 pips below 17,209 is going to give you 1.17159. Or you could subtract 10 pips from the buy stop, which is 1.17259 subtracted by 10 pips is going to be 1.17, which is 001. 2 minus 1 is going to be 159 again. Exactly correct. Let me move this over here so you guys can see me do it from here too. Um, come on. We can change the color. This one is pink dotted line. Text is going to be pink. And then you just got to subtract a 1 from the 2, which is going to be 1. Copy. Paste. Paste. And then we got our buy stop line here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put our bullish line, which is going to be 10 pips above. So 1.17209 plus 10 pips, which is 1.001. We're going to add 1 to the 2. It's going to give us 1.17309. Let's get the colors right first. Use dark green. Dark green. It's a solid line. 1.17309. Place it there. Okie dokie. Now we need to figure out the sell stop. I mean the main 10 pips below the 8 a.m. candle open, which is the first bearish line. And all we have to do is subtract. If the first bullish line is 10 pips above, then the bearish line is going to be 20 pips below, because if you subtract 10 pips from the bullish line, it's going to give you the 8 a.m. candle open price, and the 8 a.m. candle open price minus 10 pips is going to give you the bearish the first bearish main line. So you're gonna subtract 20 pips. So 1.173 minus 2 is gonna give you 1.17109. And then we can go ahead and change our colors to red. I didn't change the coordinates. My bad, guys. I was just about to say how good I was at math till I forgot a step. So that was always my problem in math. I used to have when I was younger, I used to be advanced. I used to have advanced math. So I used to be in a class with the kids older than me. Um, but my teacher used to always tell me it's not that I don't know how to do the equation. It's just that I would make them. I knew this. I knew the complicated equations, but I would make the mistakes on the easiest things. Like I'll miss a number. I'll do addition wrong, but I know geometry and trigonometry and all that, but I'll mess up a addition or a division problem, a small problem in the whole equation that'll just give me the wrong answer. And it's about patience. She said I'd be rushing myself too much. If I just slow down, I'll be a lot better. And check my work. Boy, I didn't like to check my work at all. She used to be like, she'll wait till I be like the first one to go and give the work, and she's let me go back and check it. All right, guys. As you can see, I done fucked up. Give me a second. I'm actually supposed to put the bullish line. Why do I have? I'm gonna fix it myself. I'm gonna go ahead. It's not gonna be bad. It's not gonna be hard for me to fix it right now. 10 pips above the line here is 1.17309. And that's why you use a computer, my guys. All right, now we got the MagnOpus grid here. There we go. We got the first level bullish. We got the first level bearish. We got 5 pips above, 5 pips below, buy stop, sell stop, and then we could project the next sell stop now. Well, we don't even have to project the next sell stop because I doubt it's gonna go any lower anytime soon. The market is slowing down now. All right, if market started, oh my bad, guys. What the hell happened? Oh, I did that. I did that. My bad. I did that. I did that. All right, guys. If markets start right here, this is the 80 candle open price. That means markets moved up and hit this line. We use the black dot to indicate. Uh, no, let me go back a step. I forgot to put the box for the first hour trading. It's gonna encompass the high and low of the first box of trading here. And then temporarily I'm just gonna change it to black because I need to explain to you why the colors box is the reason why it's the color it is. Alright guys, now we have the MagnOpus trading grid. And we're now gonna explain what happened. Alright, we're ready to talk. Now we have markets open at 1.17209. We went bullish and automatically got into a buy stop. Markets then decided to move lower, lower, and oh wow, lower, and then stop me out. Oh, that sucks. Uh, put that over here, but that already was outside of the first hour of trading, so we don't have to move the box higher low. We're gonna leave the higher low to the data that it represents over here. So this means that the outline of the box means that if we were in a winning trade or not, a winning trade means that we had the 5 pip partial close, 75% in position, which we did not get. So the outline of the box is going to be red, and then the inside of the box or the background is going to represent what direction was the trade. Did we hit a buy stop or a sell stop? Since we hit the buy stop, the inside of the box is going to be green. So it's going to represent we lost a bullish trade. And then we got the dot over there. That's going to represent Marcus one over here. And then we have a retest right over here. So Marcus retest. So Marcus moved down a total of 15 pips, but 10 pips below the 8 a.m. candle open price, retested 8 a.m. Candle open again, and it can continue lower or it can continue higher. It's up to the markets. Whatever the markets do, we're gonna keep updating the boxes by 10 pips. So this is gonna be 17,409 up here, 17,509, so on and so forth as markets move. But if markets decide to move lower, we're gonna go from 17,109 to 17,009 to 6909, 6909, whatever it is, as markets decide to fluctuate. Markets could go ahead and just go sideways if it want to. There's nothing that we could do about it, especially since we're at the end of the week. And markets did what it had to do for the majority of the week. And then we'll have to, once markets close at 5 p.m., we'll be able to figure out what is the range of the entire week. Then I will go back and figure out how to not be embarrassed on live stream with this market manipulation. Yeah. So that's a pretty good stream, guys. Though we did not make money, we made something more than money. We learned something. We learned something. We've been on live stream from top to bottom with each other. And hopefully this is one of many. And then when we have our winning trades, we'll do the same thing. We'll learn from our winning trades how to make more on the winning trades. And we'll trade together. So I'm gonna be on the Discord. I'm going to be doing some stuff, making content, running my errands, and focusing. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day. If you guys want to go ahead and join the Discord, go ahead and give me a message. For whoever's in here right now, let me see if I can find you. A private chef TCI, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link to the live. And then we're gonna do what it do. So yeah, guys, this is the entire week of trading. It's the overview. What you guys think? Should I do an overview video, or I might as well just clip whatever I told you guys from the live stream and just post it as a video? But yeah, that's the overview. Let me let me um let me take the camera off for you guys so you guys can see, hopefully. And then we have weeks and weeks of trades. Though that was a bullshit week, I had many weeks where I had every day was a winning trade. I show you guys in the back test. Um, and it's the same process over and over again. All could be mathematically calculated. All could be back tested and proven. Whether you want to do it on an MT5, whether you want to do it manually, it's all there. And the strategy stays the same exact way. It doesn't matter what type of candlestick patterns, trend lines, direction the market is going. The strategy is going to work, and the EA is going to trade it for you automatically. All right, guys, that's it for today. See ya.